I'm going to give you 6 steps to help you master that art of failing successfully.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. They're making career decisions based on advice from friends or posts on internet forums, meaning they're taking huge risks with their livelihood without having all the details. This podcast was created to help you understand the aviation industry so you can find your dream job. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
Hey, pilot, it's Nick. It's a solo show. What's up? I was checking my email, thinking about who's cool, all my spam, scrolling through all my spam. I love getting my spam. And I got a couple emails about people not living up to the standard that they thought they should. It was really interesting. I started thinking about it. And then my son interrupted and my daughter came downstairs. We were chit-chatting and they threw this little kind of purple book on the table, and it was a Harry Potter book. And did you know that when J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter, it was rejected by a lot of publishers? And she basically, from my understanding, I could be wrong, but I didn't even look this up, but she wrote the story for her kiddo and kind of created this entire world, and nobody wanted it. You know, another person that really was terrible and failed was Steve Jobs. He was ousted from Apple, right? And then started that company Next. If you never saw that, it's crazy. He got booted from Apple. But then they struggled. And once he was doing his thing outside of Apple, they actually brought him back in and they asked him to return after they were fed up and they thought he was nobody and all washed up, and they kicked him out. Walt Disney was almost broke. He tried multiple times to start lots of businesses. Kind of sounds like me. But his determination to build Disney World and create animation, it changed the face of culture. Pop culture is defined by the mouse ears, right? So J.K. Rowling, Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, 3 failures, 3 people that didn't do it. But you know what they did? They succeeded in their failure. And that is what I want to talk to you about today. Because failure is real, especially in aviation. There's a ton at risk. There are so many things that could go wrong. And there's a high likelihood you are going to fail. There's a high likelihood that you are not going to be successful at something. And you can fail and fail, or you can fail and succeed. And we live in a world where success is portrayed like this linear journey, right? Like constant victories, accolades. But really, what I've noticed, this has been my experience, is that I'll do something all right, pretty good, and then I'll just have this big mistake and I'll fail and I'll stumble. And then I'll adjust and start moving forward again. I had that at Spitfire. I had a hard time with some stuff and things were not going well. And I just was not handling how I needed to be a coach just right. And I put out a couple bad candidates that didn't do well, and I was failing as a coach. And I needed a little come to Jesus to wrap my head around what makes me who I am and how I can make myself better to help people be better and understand their whys better. Failing successfully, right? That's your beacon of enlightenment. It challenges that traditional idea that failure is the end. And I want to invite you to reframe your mindset that those setbacks are the stepping stones to the growth and innovation and the triumph in aviation and the ability to conquer what you are trying to conquer. I want you to redefine failure. It's always been something that's really negative. You think about being disappointed and the shame and the inadequacy, especially in aviation, we are full of personalities that are very strong, men and women, very strong, very confident, lots of eye contact, lots of hard handshakes. And it's hard to not succeed. But those who are truly successful, they understand that failure is the part that refines them, that it's the fire that the iron goes into to become sharper. And we gain valuable lessons from the failure. We develop resilience, and then you gain the courage to dream bigger and to be bolder. So if you flew today and you failed, or you did not perform to the level that you had expected, and you're driving home and you're listening to this podcast and you're feeling like crap, I want you to grow today. I want you to fail successfully, because this stone is in front of you to step forward one more step. It doesn't mean seek failure. It doesn't mean settle for mediocrity. I want to encourage you to approach your challenges with a mindset that embraces learning and progress. And that's how you know. That's how you know. So I'm going to give you 6 steps to help you master that art of failing successfully. Number 1, I want you to shift your perspective. I want you to understand that everything that you see as a failure is just an opportunity to refine your strategy, right? Thomas Edison, what did he say? He said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Man, I feel that. The attitude that Thomas Edison had allowed him to continually create amazing inventions. If we didn't have Thomas Edison in this world, where would we be? I just go and look it up. Open the Wikipedia page and read the crazy stuff that he did. And then read about his failures and read about all the things he did that totally blew up. There's way more of those than there are cool inventions that he had. So the second thing I want you to do is embrace risk. And I do not mean be unsafe. I want you to innovate yourself. I want you to look at how you can grow in aviation, how you can learn better, the different techniques you can do. And I want you to step out of your comfort zone. I want you to get to a place where you are pushing the envelope of your comfort as you thought you would be as a pilot in training. I'm not saying do something stupid. I am saying be bold with how you approach training and learning. Find new ways to learn. Find ways to accelerate the way you stretch your brain stretching. That's what Maria Montessori called it, brain stretching. And find that way to stretch your brain that you can embrace the risk of getting outside your comfort zone and learning. I don't mean getting some kind of skid turnstile or something like that, y'all. Heads up. Let's be real. Number 3, boys and girls, learn and adapt. If you have a setback, if something happens, you don't pass a check ride, you fail a test, whatever it is, you're in simulators at an airline and they hold you back or they give you extra training. Learn and adapt. Adjust your approach, listen to the instruction, find another way to learn. Ask for tips. The people with the experience will provide you with that. Number 4, resilience matters. If you're going to fail successfully, that means you have to have mental fortitude to not quit. And you have to not just fail one time successfully. You have to fail over and over and over again. Little failures, big failures, any of it, all of it. The resilience that you have, it enables you to bounce back stronger and learn from those experiences and be determined. Because if you're not determined in aviation, you'll never succeed. So number 5, the 5th way to fail successfully. Celebrate your progress. Man, give yourself a pat on the back. Go get yourself a nice steak, drink a beer, hug your family, throw a party, get some streamers, whatever it is. Celebrate. Enjoy the small victories. The things that you do that are right, it's so easy. It is so easy to just skip past it. Like you finally have that sweet landing where you grease it on, or you finally hit all the checkpoints and the no flap profile, or you finally do whatever the thing is, the single engine hand flown approach, and you finally nail it and you've been trying so hard. Celebrate that shit. Let's go. You did a great job. Find a way to make yourself excited about the little stuff. And then keep innovating within yourself. Be fearless. That's number 6, fearless. And not stupid, fearless. You think about people like Walt Disney and J.K. Rowling and Steve Jobs. They were fearless. They innovated. They moved forward. You look at the leaders of our industry, right? You look at the CEOs of the companies or the vice presidents of operations or the leaders in the unions or whoever you're looking at. Those are people that are fearless and innovative. And guess what? They have failed too. They are not perfect. They make mistakes. They don't want you to know they make mistakes, but they do. So don't be afraid to explore a new path and have new ideas, because you never know what it is that's going to lead you to that success. So if you are going to fail successfully, those are the 6 tips to be able to do that. But embrace the journey, right? Each twist and turn and stumble, it contributes to the growth of who you are as a person. It makes you a better father. It makes you a better mother. It makes you a better son or daughter. Whoever you are, whoever you love, you are a better person by learning from your failures and being successful. And I want that for you. So go on, step forward, and find the way to fail successfully. But most of all, man, celebrate when you have a victory. And I think that's all I want to say tonight. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm thankful for you. I'm thinking of you right now, and I want your success. So go out there and fail successfully. Hey, before I let you go, I need to mention one thing, because a lot of people are asking me, can you do anything? Can you help me with this? And the answer is yes. At Spitfire Elite, we will make more millionaires this year than Major League Baseball will make in the next 5 years. Our company actually does this. It's called Spitfire Elite Interview Consulting. And you can find us over at SpitfireElite.com. Our clients, they call us the easy button for interview prep, because everything you need to crush your interview is there in one spot. Whether it's application review or interview prep, all of it is covered. We've helped thousands of clients who are now flying at their dream jobs because our coaches gave them the one-on-one feedback that they needed to succeed on the biggest day of their life. The best part of Spitfire is our community. All Spitfire clients will get access to our private chats where they can work with each other and they can work with our coaches and get the latest information on all the airlines. If you'd like to make sure that you are 100% ready to go on your big day, there is only one choice. Everything you need is in one place, and I think it's pretty affordable. You'll have to take a look for yourself. Just go over to SpitfireElite.com and check us out. Use the coupon code PODCAST and it'll save you 10%. And by the way, I will see you on the next episode. The statements made on this show are my own opinions and do not reflect, nor are they under any direction from my employer.